Hi, my name is Matt Ashby and I'm going to talk to you about the BSc Crime and Security Science here at UCL. And the first question I'm going to try to answer is, what do crime scientists do? Because the name of our programme is quite unusual. Well, we do lots of things. We do things like spot future crime problems before they happen and work to find out which are the most effective ways to prevent knife crime. And we also help design products that are harder for people to steal. Everything we do is related to solving crime and security problems. Now, if you were to study a traditional criminology program at most universities, then you would be thinking about crime and security problems mainly through the lens of disciplines like law and psychology and sociology. And we use ideas from all of those subjects. But what makes crime science different is that we also use ideas from a wide range of other disciplines, things like engineering and computer science, maths and history and so on. And by making use of ideas from all sorts of different disciplines, we can come up with a variety of different solutions to crime and security problems that go beyond the obvious. So what does our programme look like? Well, in the first year, all students study 8 modules. And the idea of this is to get everyone onto a secure foundation from which they can develop their studies and specialise more in later years. And you can see that we have a range of different modules that take ideas from different disciplines. So psychology in psychology of crime, and sociology in crime and society, but also ideas from engineering in systems and problem solving, ideas from computer science in programming, for example. And programming is something that sometimes students worry about when they start on the degree, but it's very often the area in which students make the most progress. And by the end of the programme, and with our help to get people from never having programmed before to being good at programming in at least 2 different programming languages, that's something that very often students go on to get jobs in related subjects because of their programming skills, even if they've never programmed before they came to UCL. Now, in the second year, we build on that foundation that we've established in the first year. So we've got some more core modules that cover topics like crime prevention, but we've also got some slots for optional modules. And I'll give some examples of optional modules in a second. I'll also highlight 2 of those optional modules can be a work placement, and that's where students go and work with a partner organisation, normally for 1 day a week throughout the second year, working on a real world problem that organisation is dealing with and has come to us to ask for our help with. And then in the third year, there's some more core modules on advanced topics like criminal intelligence and investigation, some more optional modules, and then also a research project. So this is where students do a project of their own choosing. They choose their own research question. They might be working again with a partner organisation who've got a question that they would like us to answer. And that's again something that students tend to really enjoy because they have chosen the topic themselves. So I talked about optional modules, and we've got a long list of optional modules here. So things like security technologies and simulation for research, or organised crime and international security. But it's important to note that our optional modules do change from year to year as we respond to advances in knowledge, and new ideas might mean that we need to introduce new optional modules. So this is a list from this year, but it might change in future years. So how do we teach on our programme, on our degree? Well, we have traditional lectures where we have experts from our staff will talk to you to introduce you to new ideas. And we have tutorials where staff and students discuss those ideas, work with different concepts, apply them to particular problems to make sure that you've really understood all of those concepts. But as well as those, we also have interactive workshops on a variety of topics. So this is some of our current second year students working on solving some particular problems last term. And then we also do a variety of things to try to build your skills in different areas. So this is, again, one of our current students presenting to the rest of their class on a topic that they did research on over a couple of weeks to prepare. And we do lots of work to give you practice and help you develop your interactive skills like giving presentations, because we know that employers are really looking for strong transferable skills like presentation skills after people graduate. And this is again something that people aren't always super comfortable with when they come to us, but by the end all of our students are confident in giving presentations, and it's something they can do really well. We also get external experts to come in to speak about particular topics. And we take you on field trips. So this is a field trip that was run recently to the Met Police Training Centre, where students met police dogs. They learned about taser and the issues around how that's used. They learned about management of homicide investigations and all sorts of other different topics. So I've already said that over each term you'll study 4 modules. So what does a typical week look like on one of those modules? Well, you'll start by doing some preparation ahead of the lecture. That might be something you're asked to read or some problems you're asked to work through. You'll then come to a lecture delivered by a member of staff. That's not just us talking and you listening. We do a lot of interactive activities in lectures. You'll then go away, write up your notes and do some more preparation for the tutorial. You'll come back to us, do some more activities in the tutorial, really to make sure you've really grasped the issues that we've introduced in the lecture, and that you have a really good, thorough understanding of those topics. So it's not just something that you learned about and then didn't really internalise so that you can use it later on. And then finally, you might finish by writing up your notes. And you'll be doing that, going through that process for 4 different modules at a time, and they'll be interleaved throughout the week. Every module has assessments during it, but those aren't just essays and exams. We do a variety of different types of assessment, both because it's more interesting for us and for you, but also because it helps you develop those transferable skills that are really useful for going out, doing further study, getting a job after you graduate. So just to give some examples, this is one of our students presenting some short research project that they'd done for the Security Technologies module. And this is actually at the Home Office headquarters down in Westminster, and our student here is talking to experts from the Home Office to discuss a particular emerging crime problem, and then she was marked on the work that she'd produced. This is the winning team on a group presentation exercise. That's the assessments for one of the modules that you'll take in the first year, and you can see them there, and they've got prizes because they were the winning team. And then for one of the third year modules, this is a still from a video that was produced by one of the students to explain a particular crime investigation technique, so using CCTV in this case, and when that's effective and what barriers might stand in the way of that being effective. And instead of writing that as an essay, this student's done that as a short video, and they've been marked on that. So the idea of doing lots of different assessments is that we help you develop a variety of different skills that are going to be useful to you after you've graduated. So I briefly mentioned work placements, and work placement in the second year are where students are helping organisations to solve real world problems. So these are some of the problems that students have worked on in recent years. So things like analysing threatening letters sent to athletes, or assessing the quality of domestic violence victim support. And students really like the work placement because they get the opportunity to work with this organisation for a long time. They're solving a real problem the organisation has come to us with, and the problems are different every year because they're real problems. And a lot of our students go back and get jobs with the organisation they did a work placement with after they graduated. And these are some of the organisations that our students have done work placements with recently. Again, this varies each year, and this is only a selection of the different organisations, but you can see that there's a wide variety here. So, what are our admissions requirements? Well, our general requirement at A-level is AAB or higher, or 36 points on the IB. If you are eligible for an Access UCL offer, then you might get a different offer to that. And so it's very much worth going on our website and seeing if you are eligible for that scheme. And then if you're not from an English-speaking country, we also require UCL Level 3 English. You can find out much more detail about our admissions requirements, including how they convert to qualifications from essentially any country in the world, on our website here. So where do our graduates go after they've graduated? Well, some go into general graduate jobs at large employers like EY and PwC, but a lot go into specialist jobs, be that a detective with the police, working in government in security related roles, or working in the private sector in specialist security related companies that often students have done their work placements with. So we've got in-person open days coming up in June, and you can find out lots more information on our website. I really do encourage you to attend an in-person open day if you can, because that allows you to see UCL, see the campus, and to find out much more about our programme. Thanks very much for your time, and we look forward to hearing from you.